Lay me low, lay me low, lay me low, where no one can see me, where no one can find me, where no one can hurt me. Show me the way.
Lieutenant Raymond Buggy, law student by day, brave soldier also by day, was an impressionable young man from Corowa who decided to enlist in the army. Little did he know that that one decision would change the course of his life forever. Raymond was born in Corowa on the 17th of January 1892. World War I began when he was 22. During this time, he was studying law at the University of Sydney. Raymond had military experience. Before he became a university student, he had participated in the acting lieutenant citizen force for 9 months. He had also completed a cadetship as a lieutenant for 2.5 years. Then, at the tender age of 23, he decided to put a pause on his studies and go to war. Previous military experience would have majorly influenced his decision to become a soldier. After all, he wouldn't have done all of that work to not go to the war to end all wars. Raymond joined the Australian Imperial Force on the 3rd of September 1915. He took an oath to serve the King on the 14th of December. He was young and eager to fight. He was placed in the 7th Infantry Battalion, 2nd Brigade, which was recruited entirely from Victoria. This leads me to believe that Raymond lived in Melbourne with or close to his mother, instead of living with his father in Corowa. Although his father Joseph was his next of kin, his mother Alice received every update due to Joseph being ill. The 7th Infantry Battalion trained in Broadmeadows, Victoria. Broadmeadows was the primary training camp for the Australian Imperial Force. Soldiers learned how to pitch tents, man machine guns, fight with swords, march in perfect alignment, and fight with a horse, among other things. Raymond did not train overseas like many soldiers did. While at Broadmeadows, Raymond trained at the Officers' Training School. He had also completed a certificate at Duntroon, presumably to be a sergeant. He was a sergeant from the 29th of January 1916 to the 25th of February. Raymond was promoted to lieutenant on the 31st of May 1917. It is unclear what he did in between those dates. Lieutenant Buggy embarked on the HMAT Nestor A71 on the 2nd of October 1916. At this time, he was just a private. He and the rest of his battalion left from Melbourne and were sent to the trenches of the Western Front. The battalion arrived in the seaside city of Plymouth on the 16th of November. His time on the Western Front fell flat when he was wounded in action in Montville, France. On the 22nd of April 1917, he suffered gunshot wounds to the legs. A month after his injury, he was admitted to hospital in Rouen, France. He was then transferred to a hospital in Wandsworth, London. On the 10th of May, Raymond's hospital was sent a letter from a woman named Joan. She was requesting Raymond's address. Her return address was in Bournemouth, an English city known for its beaches, which would imply she was a girl that Raymond met. An educated guess of mine is that she was his girlfriend. On the 6th of September, the hospital declared he was able to return in 6 months. Oddly, the very same hospital, on the very same day, declared he was 100% disabled. He spent a few months there until he was transferred to a different hospital in London on the 10th of September. When he arrived, the hospital said it would be 9 months before his return. About a month after being transferred, he embarked to Australia on the Beltana to treat his sciatica. He arrived home in December. During all of this, his mother back home in Melbourne was sent letters about his recovery. His mother would have had the impression that her son was getting better. Sadly, this is not the case. While in Australia, Raymond was treated at Caulfield. On the 18th of March 1918, the hospital declared him permanently unfit for general service because of his bomb and gunshot wounds, severe nerve injuries, and sciatica. He became unable to get a job at all due to his disabilities. Lieutenant Buggy received 3 medals for his service: the 1914-15 Star, the British War Medal, and the Victory Medal. On the 29th of April 1919, he was officially discharged from the Australian Imperial Force. Lieutenant Buggy's fate is unknown, but it is likely he died from complications of his disabilities. Rest in peace.
When the bitterness taunts me, when the emptiness eats me, lay me low, lay me low, lay me low, where no one can see me, where no one can find me, where no one can hurt